Hey everybody, my name is Adam Brooklocker. I am the principal of Cornerstone School, and I want to thank you for watching our video on the Cornerstone School Handbook. We're going to walk you through all of the things that you need to know about Cornerstone School and how you can be involved, as whether or not you're a parent or a student. I'm sure that this will probably be more parents that watch the video, but hope you find it to be very informative. So for today we're going to be going through the 2013-2014 Cornerstone School Handbook. Looks like this right here. And let's get started, shall we? I'm going to go to page 4, and this is our statement of purpose. I feel it's pretty important that we cover who we are, why we exist as Cornerstone School. Certainly you can go to school other locations where it's free. There's the public school system. We are a private school. We cost money. You pay tuition. So why are we here? Okay. At Cornerstone School, we are dedicated to giving every child the best education combined with outstanding spiritual training. We are equipping our younger generation to lead others through integrity and love. Simply learning to read, write, and perform mathematical operations leaves our children far short of where they are called to be. We are training up children in the way they should go. And as a Christian school, we exist for 2 reasons. We want to fulfill the purpose of learning with our minds and growing in our academics, but more than that, we also exist because we believe that Jesus Christ is the primary purpose for living our lives, and the educational process is to be done for the glory of God and the building of the kingdom of heaven. And so, we have a very important concept that children should learn how to learn, and they should do so while they give glory to God. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and move on to page number 6, which covers our statement of philosophy. And you can read all 10 of these. They are very good. I am going to just touch on a few of them. The third one says this, that all educational goals and objectives are found within the Bible, among which are glorifying God, reaching the lost, and training and maturing individual believers to impact the modern world. I also want to touch on number 7. A proper relationship between family, church, and school is essential to Christian education. Now, we believe that it is very important that if you're a parent watching this video, that you would be involved in the process of your child's education. We don't want you to be in the dark. We want you to be a part of things. If you come in every day after school and check up on your child's progress, that is perfectly okay. We would ask that you didn't talk to us for 20 minutes after school, especially if everybody started doing that. That would be interesting. But certainly you should feel free at any time to call in, to come in, and to be a part of this process. And also by encouraging and assisting at home if there's homework or any type of research project that needs to be accomplished at home. We thank you in advance for encouraging your children to do their studies and to get them accomplished in a good amount of time. Number 9 is very important. I want to touch on number 9. Education must be designed to meet the student on his level of development and growth. It must teach each student how to learn in order to adapt to a constantly changing society. Education must remain individualized in order to best reach every student. This is a big thing about Cornerstone School. We are an individualized system, and this is something that is not traditional. Most people think of school as 30 students are in 5th grade and a teacher's up front and they're teaching the lecture that day. That's not how we work. Every student is working at their own pace. What do we believe we are accomplishing by this? 2 very important things. We are accomplishing, first, that student is being met where they need to be. If they need to back up a little bit in order to best learn what they need to learn, we can do that. And on the other side of things, if that student is capable of moving forward and learning more while they are in elementary school, junior high, high school, we can provide that opportunity for them to start learning things that they wouldn't have an opportunity to learn if they were held back by a block format. It really works for every student if we are meeting them where they're ready to learn and then teaching them how to learn, which is the second part of this individualized education that we believe works so well. By teaching a student how to learn, in other words, how does a student go about doing their schoolwork every day? They write their goals down. When they get to the upper level, starting in 4th grade, they begin to write their own goals down. And they are accomplishing those goals every day. They need to determine for themselves how are they best going to accomplish each one of these goals. When they come up to their, let's say, their science lesson, they are reading about what they need to learn about in science. And by using examples and various multimedia that's available to them in the schoolwork, they are hopefully going to grasp the major concepts of each lesson and be able to move on their own. Now, teachers will step in and help if necessary. It's just not always necessary. We are teaching these students how to teach themselves. There's no greater gift that we can offer because that is what is necessary for a 21st century student. There's so much information out there, so many things you can learn, so many specializations that one can go into. There is no way that in high school we can prepare the students for everything they need to know. However, teaching a student how to learn is the best gift we can offer. And certainly that's something we believe we can offer in this system. When a teacher is needed, the teacher steps in and it is one-on-one. The student is receiving that help from the teacher and they will receive as much instruction as necessary for them to grasp the concept and then move on. Okay. On page number 9 is where I'm at now. Page number 9 talks about our accreditation. We are against accreditation, and in fact we are against accreditation strongly. We do not want to be accredited. What not being accredited allows us to do is for us to keep our curriculum and our standards and our goals individualized to that student, and we can still make sure that we are meeting or exceeding state standards, but we are not held in bondage by a system that really tries to uniform education throughout our entire country. And so this would be another one of the major aspects to why we exist, because it crosses over into Christianity becoming a part of the educational process, and that is being infringed upon in the public school system. And our accreditation, our lack of accreditation, allows us to keep that freedom as much as possible.